God's gang. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher, fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher, I wanna go higher. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher, fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher, I wanna go higher. Still maintaining, yeah. The world's still changing, oh yeah. Still a light in the dark, with the mind of a shaman. Niggas still hating, still finding loopholes in the matrix. Still grinding for greatness, still praying that we all gon' make it. Blessings on blessings from lessons on lessons with patience, we all can go get it. And all this hating and all this division, my nigga, we all could be winning. See through the past, the present, the future, I feel it through my intuition. Yeah, Jesus is with me fulfilling the mission, I feel it through my composition. Yeah, talking, I'm paying attention. Every instant you notice I'm listening. Through violence, I'm seeing the vision. Kill the trauma through spiritual stitches. In my heart, I just want the attention. In the darkness, my life be the witness. Often guided by spiritual wisdom. I just work with the gifts I was given. Yeah. We all been blessed with these gifts. Divine gifts. The sun of these days, the prophet of our people's path. Hey, let's go, people. It's Sunday. For those empires that follow me, I'd rather walk in the light. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher, fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher, I wanna go higher. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher, fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher, I wanna go higher. Yeah. Get up in here. Get up in here. It is Sunday, and I already done had a fun day. Yeah, I started it off popping. That's right, popping. Get up in here. I am the police saint. If you don't know, you gonna find out. I am a motivational speaker, published author, and motivational motor mouth. Yeah, that's me. And most important, I am a life mastery coach. So I use these things to coach my clients, and I'm gonna break this stuff down to y'all. Hood style, what's good style, what could be understood style. Yeah, because I'm the same. And today we're talking about your intuition. So are you crazy or you just intuitive AF? Like which one is it? Which one is it? Um, Guess what? That thing that I've been talking about, that snapshot, you know, the thing of the sky when you was born, yeah, your birth chart, natal chart. If you ain't got one yet, go get yours. Go get yours. Figure out what it is. Let me pull this up so I can see because I had to turn the camera around so I can't see. Okay, but I'm gonna make it to where I can see. So when y'all comment, I can answer y'all. Let's see. Let me fix this here. There you go. We don't want no feedback. So turn that off and turn that off. Now there we go. So get up in here. Get up in here. That's right. Now, okay. I don't think I set the chat, but hopefully it let y'all comments come through and I can see them and respond to y'all. And we can get this thing cracking today on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers in the world, all of the women. All women are mothers, right? Even those of you who have not actually given birth, you are the special mothers, the most important mothers because you give birth to nations, you give birth to legacies, communities, and foundations that other people have no idea about. So let's give each other a big old loving hug and lots of love and kisses to everybody for Mother's Day.
Find a mother today, love on her. If you know an older lady who, maybe her kids don't visit her or something, go out and, buy that lady some candy, buy that lady a card, buy that lady some flowers. If some lady has impacted you in some amazing way, reach out to her and wish her a happy Mother's Day today. Not just today, but every day you should be sending out prayers and love for the women in your life, whether it be your sisters, your cousins, your nieces, your daughters, mothers, aunties, aunts, right? All of that good stuff. So let's get into this. So, intuition. Yeah! So, how many of y'all are intuitive AF? If you intuitive AF, hit a thumbs up. Go ahead, thumbs up the video, and make sure you share it to somebody. Tell them, see, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. If you don't have your birth chart, go over to cafeastrology.com and put in your birth information and acquire your birth chart. This is important, people. This is just as important as your social security in the time that we are in right now. I saw, shout out Dr. McDowell. She said, if astrology is not real, why is everybody tearing up Chat GPT right now trying to figure everybody trying to have a spiritual awakening through Chat GPT right now, right? Like, what does it mean? Yeah, that's Pluto in Aquarius. But let's get up in here, y'all. I'm gonna break down today what I find to be some intuitive placements or signs of intuition within a birth chart, right? I am not an astrologer. I am a life coach who uses natal charts to coach my clients to their greatest self. Okay, because it's an individualized journey and the instructions that is inside of them. Okay, that's it, that's all. So, with that being said, today we're gonna do intuition. How many of y'all done ever had like an intuitive nudge or something and somebody done bullied you right on up out of your thoughts? Like, no, you just tripping, you paranoid, you jealous, you insecure, you thinking too much, and that ain't even what it is. I wouldn't do you like that. I love you. What do you mean? Where did you come up with this? Who told you this? Right? And you cannot explain it. You don't know how you know it, why you know it, but you seen it. It was in your dream. It came in the coffee. It was in the coffee. I seen that Tyrone was cheating on me because when I stirred my coffee, it stirred a certain way. And then it was just like words came up out of the coffee and it said, you're being cheated on. Now, what we do when we don't know ourselves, because we don't know that we got these gifts, right? We don't really know what it means. So we get bullied out of it. We let Tyrone tell us, no, girl, you just tripping. You know I love you, girl. I've been down with you. What do you mean you got it out of the coffee? You crazy. You crazy. You need some medicine. Get some Thorazine. You depressed. You got bipolar, ADHD. You're schizophrenic. Yeah, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Get some medicine. Okay? Because oftentimes when we are unaware, we are unaware. But I'm about to help some people out today with this video, okay? I prayed about this one, so this one's going to be a good one. It's a good one. Because I'm channeling this one for y'all. Good time, okay? Good time. So we're going to start with, and I'm going to go through for you guys some different signs, okay? So if y'all been keeping up, I talked to you guys about the planets, okay? Within a birth chart as well as the houses in a birth chart, okay, over the last 2 weeks. So this week I'm going to go through here. I'm going to talk about a couple of different planets and placements in the chart which involve houses, right? And how you can see intuition and how it shows up for those people or for you specifically. If you are here and you got your birth chart, feel free to go ahead and put in the comments where is these signs in your chart and let's see how it unveils and unpacks for you. Okay, so we're going to start right here. The moon, right? The moon is not a planet. It's actually an luminary, right? It's not a real planet. It's just a light. It's his own light too. But we ain't gonna go into that too far. It's his own light. So the moon, okay? The moon is all about things that's unseen, unknown, the veil, right? And that's the moon. All right, it's all about emotions. Or our moon signs are deep emotions. What is it deep? But people can't see it, right? They know what they mean, and I know what you feeling. Okay, that's your moon. So the moon in pretty much any water sign, But I specifically picked out Pisces, okay, because Pisces in the moon in Pisces is like a sponge. Like these people just you just pick up on stuff. You don't even know why you know it. You just know it and you just filtering in everybody's emotions and taking them in. And depending on where that is for you, it would give you different intuitive knowledge, right? So you can know things that people are not necessarily saying because you're intuitively taking it in and feeling it like a sponge, right? That's Pisces in the moon in Pisces. And so this is an intuitive placement, all right? These people may say things to you, or you may be the person who you walk in the room and you ask somebody, "Are you okay?" You know they're not okay, right? Their energy feel real just yucky, yucky, yucky. You like, "Are you okay?" And they like, "I'm fine," and you thinking in your head, "Oh, you lying mother." You know what I'm saying? Or you thinking maybe it's me and maybe I'm something wrong with me. It can show up both ways because you get this questioning yourself. You know what I'm saying? You done been bullied out of your intuition. Sometimes other people bullying you. Sometimes you bullying yourself. You know what I'm saying? But we will rationalize, you know. Yeah, because we need proof of everything. So because they didn't say they wasn't okay, maybe I'm just projecting onto them. No, you're actually feeling it like a sponge. You're taking it in. Now, I didn't write these here, but water sign Scorpio in the moon and Scorpios, right? They're like really freaky. You know what I'm saying? Because they are emotionally secretive. Okay, moon Scorpio. Moon, Scorpio. Okay, so everything is under the moon for them, and they're real suspicious of everything. They're the detectives of the zodiac. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they love her. They going through your phone. I don't care what they say. I don't care what you say. They like to sneak and do it. They gonna go through your phone. If you got moon and Scorpio, you go through people's phone, right? I just had a knowing. Something told me that they was cheating on me, and I picked up the phone, and there was the evidence right there because I had to find the evidence, right? I had to find that. I got to dig deep. I got to dig deep. Okay. Cancer, moon and Cancer people are emotionally intuitive, right? But since it's under the moon, they oftentimes hide their sensitivities and then manipulate other people with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the way it works. I'm no judgment. There's no judgment zone because we all got something somewhere in our chart somehow, some way. But this is intuition, okay? So they can intuitively feel that you have a need, and they may, meet that need, in a nice way. Like I'm being nice to you because I'm gonna have a benefit out of it, or I'm gonna control you or possess you, Cancer style. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Now, Neptune. Neptune. I ain't keeping up with the comments here. Let me see. Neptune is next. Okay, Neptune is another one that is. I can't see the comments. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna have to look through the comments in a minute. But I'm gonna do the comments at the end. Okay, so if y'all put y'all stuff there, put your birth information. If you any of these placements in your chart, so if you have your natal chart, meaning you have went over to Cafe Astrology, or you just know your natal chart, right? Yay to you, right? You're ahead of the game. And so if not, let's get caught up in the game. Go on, head over, get your birth chart. In order to understand where your houses is, you will need to know the time of your birth. The time of your birth can be obtained on your certificate of live birth or long form birth certificate. So if you just have a copy of your birth certificate, then it may not actually have the time on there, but you can really simplistically solve that by going to the vital statistics and getting a long form certificate of live birth. Okay? All right. And it costs the same as a regular birth certificate. It's just what you're saying to them, and it will determine what they're gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just tell them simplistically, if you cannot remember that language, I need the one with my time on it. Okay. All right. So next is Neptune. Y'all see? Flash water. Pay attention. Neptune. Right. Neptune is the planet of illusions. Okay, it is the ruler of Pisces. Neptune is the planet that rules Pisces, right? And so Neptune is about illusions, imagination, intuition, and all of that dreamy stuff, right? And so if you have Neptune in the first house, fourth house, eighth house, or 12th house, okay, you are Psychic SF. AF. Yep. Intuitive AF. Now, here's the thing. Right? I'm going to show y'all some stuff right here. And this is why the math and understanding you and the people you dealing with matters, okay? Because it matters. It matters. Yes, it matters, okay? Because if you know you, nobody can talk you out of your intuitive gifts. You will no longer be talked out of your. So when you sitting at home and you just smell something in the air out of nowhere, okay, and now you know that Tyrone been cheating on you, okay, with Jessica, okay. You don't need to call Jessica. You don't need to call Tyrone. You don't need no proof. You got it all because you know yourself and you're gonna trust yourself. And if you ain't got to that point and you trying to get to that point, you should probably hit me up. Okay, let me help you out with that. But anyway, stay on task here because Neptune in the first house. Now, Neptune in the first house. The first house is the house of what? Identity. Okay? It is the house of me. Right? So, people with Neptune in the first house or Neptune ruling their chart can be a little delusional. They can be a little delulu. And I'm not, this ain't no judgment. I love y'all. I'll be loving y'all. I do. Pisces rising, I love you. I love y'all. I think you guys are fucking amazing. You're so sensitive, loving, and kind and caring. But the thing is, you don't realize that you need to be protecting yourself because see, yep. In your world, everybody is good to you. No. First house, Neptune. Okay, illusions. So they have illusions about their first impressions of others. Yeah. And so their psychic abilities are blurred. Okay, these people are oftentimes people that I deal with who have this placement are very much bullied, and that's why I love on them so much because I don't really like bullies. Like I like to bullies. You know, that's just me, but that's my chart. That's just the way I'm made. But anyway, these people right here are pretty much intuitive, but they probably take in a lot of alcohol or some kind of escapism, Pisces energy, right? Because they are a little delusional about themselves because of things that other people outside of them are. Okay, so Neptune in the fourth house. This is a foundational house, right? Religion, foundation, and our mother, right? So fourth house, you could be a little delusional about or have, grandiose ideas about your mom. Um, or what type of mother you are, or you could be like all over the place religiously or spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You could be, and people can oftentimes manipulate these people, okay, because they are almost like infant, like in all of the spirituality, and they blurred in their psychic gifts and stuff. Okay, so these type of people, first and fourth house, they should probably stay away from like the little fake gurus and stuff, unless you know your chart and you didn't understand yourself and you know what's going on. And not only know your chart, but you probably need to see theirs. You know what I'm saying too, so you know who you're talking to and dealing with. Because you know what I'm saying. You want to make sure you're messing with good fruit, because it can get a little crazy. It's a little crazy, okay? So now Neptune in the eighth house. The eighth house is the house of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? Everything is there. Scorpio is the house of Scorpio. Yeah, and that house contains sex, money, occult things, some psychic awarenesses. These people are, now here's the thing with people in the eighth house, Neptune in the eighth house, they will seem crazy to other people, like kind of like almost schizophrenic, or out of touch with reality because the things that they are saying are so deep, okay, that people who are standing at the bank don't understand nothing about it. They can't get there. They don't got the rod to go there. They can't understand. And so when a person who have Neptune in the eighth house is talking, most people think they crazy. But no, they ain't crazy. You ain't crazy, boo. You just intuitive AF. Okay? Psychic. Yes, you know. Okay? You don't know why you know that some person driving down the highway is about to hit a brick wall and flip over 30 times and that you shouldn't go that way. You don't understand why you know it, but you do know it. And everybody else is like, oh, you're just being negative and saying stuff. But in reality, you really seen it and you know it, but you don't know why you know it. You probably got Neptune in the 8th house. Yep. So now, next is Neptune in the 12th house. Now this one, I feel sorry for y'all. Not feel sorry. I totally sympathize. I have this place myself, and it is like it's a difficult one, right? Because these people can feel, see, hear, sense of everything, and you ain't gotta be around them. They could just, it's annoying sometimes, you know. And so if you one of them people, the people could just telepathically call you up. You just in your house minding your own business, and now all of a sudden your left shoulder just started hurting out of nowhere, and now you thinking about Ray J that you ain't talked to in 30 days, and now you like, oh my goodness, but you got to call Ray J, and then when you call Ray J, you find out Ray J just had shoulder surgery and is really down and sad, and you can really feel this. Yeah, so Neptune in the 12th house. Now, Neptune in the 8th and 12th house people oftentimes end up in like psych wards and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people think that they crazy, and they be thinking they crazy too because they don't know nothing about this stuff, and ain't nobody telling them. But ain't nobody telling them this. But the CIA and the FBI and all of them people, right? They keep track of the reincarnation of these souls and this information. So you probably want to know your own information. But that's just a tidbit. Y'all know sometimes I get off track. That's just get your information, okay? Know who you are. Where is these things for you? Are you psychic or are you just crazy? Do you just know what that's my gut instinct? Well, how many times you can talk yourself out of your gut instincts? How many times you can rationalize some stuff that your gut that told you, your gut or whatever you want to call it, it's really your intuition. And so here we go. Blurry psychic, 12th house. You could be confused. Am I thinking they thoughts, my thoughts? Whose thoughts is this? Where did it come from? Is this my feeling, they feeling? Why am I having the feeling? It could get wild. Okay, so next is Pluto in the 8th house. Pluto, the planet of transformation, change, right? That's Scorpio's friend. In the 8th house, which is where it likes to be. Okay, these people, they see things deeply, like deep. When I say deep, they see deep. Okay, they not, even if you presenting them something on the surface level, they don't care. They don't care. Okay, they are looking into your soul. They see beyond anything that you ever could have thought. So if you're one of those people who you could see into people's souls, you just know this is a wicked demon in front of you. Even if you like them and you're attracted to them, because Pluto in the 8th house, you might be a little bit attracted to chaos and, you know what I'm saying, confusion and then the toxic relationships, you know what I'm saying, beating, cheating, and all of that other good stuff. Yes, yes, yes. If you don't do the shadow work, if you don't understand it, and you don't integrate it right, it could be messy. Okay? All of this could be messy. But here we go. These people are like the detectives. Okay? They gonna see and they gonna get to the bottom of it too. Okay, so whatever you're talking about, it don't even matter to them. I seen a glitch in your soul. And so I had to go down a rabbit hole. So no, I haven't talked to you for the last 3 weeks because I have been trying to understand which demon are you exactly, and do I want to contract with you? That's Pluto in the 8th house. All right, next, Scorpio rising. Now these people, they are mysterious. Scorpio rising, the ascendant. Okay, that's the first house. Scorpio there. Now, these folks here, they can see beyond the veil. These people also, if they do not do the shadow work and integrate this placement, are oftentimes alcoholics. Yeah. Yeah, because they just hear some dark stuff. And they don't even know why they see that stuff. Yeah, they don't want to see it. They like, let me get drunk. I'm gonna get drunk and I'm blame it on the alcohol. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Scorpio rising, because they can see beyond the veil, so they can see things like, you know what I'm saying, the transformers and all of the, gargoyles that's walking around on the earth and everything. They can see that stuff, but then they don't want to believe that they can see that stuff because it's human nature. And don't let them have a Scorpio rising with a heavy earth influence, baby. They don't want to believe none of that. Let's go to the bar, okay? Let's go to the bar. And matter of fact, let's just get naked and start to do this because they be real earthy and hedonistic. Okay. Yeah. Scorpio rising. Now, if it is intact, okay, these folks can have sex with you and see everything about you. They can see all your past lives and everything, okay? And these are the ones that'll be put like, you know what I'm saying, an incubus or a succubus. You know what I'm saying? They mean to put some shit on. Oh, you riding. I was doing it to them 8 years ago, and I still ain't got it off of my mind. Yep. That's that energy right there. That's what that is. Now, let's go to the next one. Mercury. Mercury in Pisces. Okay, communication. These people are the ones who communicate with spirit. Okay, they don't really got logical thinking, and they don't have logic to most of what they thinking or what they saying. They could be saying stuff that they are saying it matter of factly, okay, but it don't mean a thing to the people listening because it could be 6 months out, 6 years out. It could be some time. And so these are the people who oftentimes people be like, well, how did they know that? And they don't like you, okay? Because you know too much. Yeah. But they're more like channelers, okay? They're like bringing in information, Mercury, information coming in, Pisces, intuition, and okay, and so these people are intuitive communicators. They know how to say things to you. They know what to say to you because they can feel you. Okay, they know what you said somewhere else because they can hear you. They know a lot of stuff. Okay, you're intuitive. No, you're not going crazy. So when you see Jessica standing in your face, I'm like, hey girl, you the best friend ever. But in reality, what you're hearing is a conversation Jessica had about you somewhere else. Yeah, that's you're not going crazy. You're not tripping. It's real. You just intuitive AF. Okay? That's it. That's all. I'm not crazy. I'm clairvoyant. Okay? That's what you gotta know. You're not crazy. Okay? People, you crazy. Where you get that from? How you know that? I just do. Okay? Now, Mercury and Scorpio, these folks too. Again, now they can be something else now because these ones again, Scorpio, mystery, yep. That dark stuff, yep. In Mercury, they can talk you up out your drawers because they intuitively know what you want to hear. Okay, they're gonna say everything you want to hear, and you got the mind, and it ain't even in their mind. Okay, so if you got Mercury and Scorpio, it ain't even in your mind. Tell me, it ain't no mind, just be coming out me, and I just be saying it, and then there you go. Okay, Scorpio and Mercury. Now, next is, and I'm not going to go too far into this because I want to keep y'all at the basics. Go find an astrologer to understand what it means to be conjunct. But Sun, Moon, or Ascendant conjunct Neptune. Okay? That means working in conjunction. What's your function? They working in conjunction. Yeah. That's what it means, hood style. Now, if you want the official thing, go ahead, I'm challenging y'all to dive a little deeper into who you are and what these things mean for you. So go ahead and understand, do I have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant conjunct Neptune? Yeah. Go find out. If you don't know, you can go ahead and do a free Google search at www.cafeastrology.com. And you can go ahead and put in your information there, and you will be able to get your personal birth chart. And with that thing, you're going to know a lot more of your business, and you're going to feel a whole lot loving, a whole lot lighter, a whole lot carefree, and a whole lot more abundant in this thing that we call life. Okay? Let's go. Now, next, 12th house stellium. A stellium. What is a stellium? A stellium is when you have 3 or more planets, okay, or placements in one space. So if you got 3 or more planets in a house, that would be a stellium. If you have 3 or more planets in a constellation, then that would be a stellium. So like let's say you got let's say I have a stellium. I have a moon in Leo, Lilith in Leo, part of fortune in Leo, and vertex in Leo. Okay, that's 4 placements in one constellation. That is a stellium. Okay, so if you have a stellium in the 12th house, okay, which means 4 different placements, planets in your 12th house. Okay. Woo! Wait! I'm sending you lots of love and I'm hugging on you and praying for you and praying that you get through, cause this a mess. Okay, it's a mess. It causes a whole lot of stress. And depending on what's there, it could get nasty. It could get nasty. But if you don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and hit me up. I can help you out. Yeah. Now, North Node in Pisces or in the 12th house. These folks. These folks. They're intuitive. Mm-hmm. They are. But here's the thing. These people here, North Node in Pisces or North Node in the 12th house, is a life path. So your soul path is the path of surrenderance. Yeah, with your smart ass. What? I'm smart. I know because I can look at people and I know what they think, and so I'm smart. Yeah, that ain't why you know that. That ain't why you got that gift. That's not what that gift is for. Okay. And I know I could talk to people and I know what they think, and so that ain't why you know that. Okay. You know these things and you have this gift because your soul's path, the path of your soul, the soul. What's my soul path? How do I find it? It's in your natal chart. What do you mean it's in your natal chart? That's where your soul path is, in your natal chart. It ain't watching somebody on Instagram. It's in your natal chart. It ain't doing what your grandma did. It's in your natal chart. It ain't doing what everybody else is doing because it's paying a whole lot of money. No. It's in your natal chart. And so for those of you who have North Node in Pisces or North Node in the 12th house, your soul path is surrenderance. If you don't surrender to the will of God, I'm going to tell you now, your life going to be hell. It'll be hell. So you just may as well just go ahead and just do what you came to do and just do what you came to do because intuitively you know because your health is crap, your mind is crap, your money is in it's just everything just okay. That's because you ain't surrendering. You gotta surrender. Okay? Is this a placement in your chart? If so, and you struggling with that, hit me up. Let me help you out. Cause we need you. We need y'all. We need y'all. Yeah. Next is Chiron, the wounded healer. The wounded healer, they heal you with their psychic abilities. Yeah. And that's if Chiron is in the 8th house or the 12th house, these people have lived a path of suffering so that they could heal themselves and heal others with it. So they have seen and lived suffering. They done felt it. They know what it feels like. It's a wound inside of them that is just everly there. And the world is just okay, yeah. But this thing and the way that they see Earth drives them to intuitively connect to and care for those who are in suffering, right? And so these are the wounded healers of the zodiac. Yeah, do you have this placement? If so, how have you healed yourself? Put it in the comments for us, right? What path of suffering did you have to walk? Probably a lot, right? With Chiron in the 8th or 12th house, a lot. These people's life be like riddled with just nonsense, okay? Suffer here. It seems like punishment, but it's absolutely not. It is like just school, It's like some of us, go to the military, and so we got to go through boot camp, you know what I'm saying? And I would imagine like boot camp for the Marines and boot camp for the Air Force would be totally different, but don't ask me because all I know is that they got to take orders from people, and I can't do that. So I don't really know. But what I do know is that different people have different assignments and different paths, and we experience things along the path that prepares us for where we're going. Okay, so water signs. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They're emotional clairvoyants. If you have water anywhere in your big three, okay, you are emotional AF. And through this emotion, you are emotionally intuitive, okay? You know when your loved ones are not doing good. You know when people need your help. You know, okay, but you also If you don't balance this stuff, you know what I'm saying, it can be emotionally manipulative. Okay. So don't be emotional bullies and don't be bullying people with your intuition. You know what I mean? Always use it in the highest light, integrity, because that's why you got these gifts. Next, Pluto conjunct the moon or the ascendant. Who is that? Pluto. Pluto. Yeah. Conjunct the moon. Okay. What is that? Working in junction for every function, right? These people, if Pluto is conjunct your moon or your ascendant, these people could be, fluctuating in their psychic abilities, okay, with the moon. Yeah, that's right, with the moon. What Pluto do? Yeah, so when things is moving, you could be moving too. Right now, a lot of y'all coming online like you got this spiritual awakening. Pluto, okay? Pluto conjunct, okay? Pluto working in junction with your moon or ascendant, okay, will have you at this point emotionally feeling like, oh my God, something is missing. I need to be making some changes unless you are in alignment to your assignment. Or in the ascendant, it will have you looking at your identity. Who am I? What did I come to do? What is me? What is me free from everything that everybody else already told me to be? You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be going through that right now. But then that's okay. I'm giving you hugs, love, praying for you, all of that, everything, because I understand. I got it. Okay, now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or a Pisces stellium. Psychic AF. Okay, don't play with these people. Don't play with yourself though, if you have these gifts. So either way, it shouldn't be no play, but it should be a whole lot of pray, okay? Because these gifts should be used in the highest of integrity. Pisces is the sign that is closest to God in maturation. So it is the culmination of all experiences on the human journey into one, returning back to the Father. Now, if you are Pisces driven, you should let me know in the comments. Okay, let me know. Where is your Pisces? Is you intuitive? Who be that? Why do you always be coming up with this stuff? Where do you get this stuff? How did you know the plane was going to crash? You always putting bad luck on us because you can see some things that people can't see. Don't let people talk you out of what you intuitively know, because these are your intuitive gifts. They came straight from the Creator. No man gave them to you. No man can take them away. But you can deny them. You can misuse them. You cannot even know they are there, which means they sit dormant. And if you don't know what that means and what kind of situation that puts you in, I highly encourage you to go and watch Doctor Strange. Is it? Yeah. Doctor Strange, who incredible, whatever. The last Doctor Strange, okay, where the little girl is the little things and they all trying to get the little girl for her gifts. Okay, so because when you don't use your gifts, that's why they be all on face. Ding! Give me 11 at 11 o'clock. And I'm going to help you out. No, they're not. They want to siphon this shit. They want to siphon it right out of your ass because you don't even know you got it and you don't know what to do with it because you ain't going through the trials and tests and you ain't going to God about it. Yeah. So if you have these placements and you have intuition, stop looking external to yourself for validation because it's not there. You are the validation oftentimes. You are the one to plant the seed oftentimes. You are the one to break the veil oftentimes. You are the one who is shedding light in these dark places, and that is your job. And yes, there are humans that don't want you to do it. They're going to bully you right out of your gifts. They're going to make you question, you always coming up with something and saying something and accusing me of something. Yeah, she always saying something in her dreams and something about she dreamed it. I ain't dreaming. Them you dream haters. I ain't dreaming. I don't. Well, surely God would have showed it to me too. They might not have none of this in their chart. They might not have none of this in their chart because some people on here ain't got none of this in their chart. Okay, and if you don't have none of this in this chart, doesn't mean that you're not intuitive. There could potentially be other things within your chart that would amount to and equal up to intuitive placements. These are just my understanding, my observation, and my thoughts. Okay, so this is not an absolute. Okay, because there's a lot of placements in charts. There are a lot of things that could be going on, and a lot of people have different things that I don't know what they are. So, if you don't know yourself, go over, do yourself a favor. Instead of scrolling Facebook today, scroll around in your personal birth chart and get a better idea of who you are before you get to calling up Umbutu in Atlanta. Ring, ding, 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 ring, ding, 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 ring, ding. Give me money. I'm a practitioner. I'm practicing on your ass, and you don't know shit because you don't know your business. But they be doing it. So I highly suggest that before y'all get too far out in these spiritual streets, that you do your due diligence of at least having the blueprint of yourself and understanding what that is for yourself so that you are seeking out help from those who are integral in their services, those who are intelligent, those who are gifted themselves, and who will not be looking to exploit you and your gifts before you even know you got them. Like, just imagine I want to come and steal your fire. Give me the fire out of your hand. Like, I got no fire in my hand. Let me shake your hand. I just took your hand. You didn't even know I took your fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure y'all protect yourself out of these spiritual streets. I'm the police saint, and that was this. That's it for today. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna check this out. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see what y'all say. Let me see what y'all got. Uh, hello. Okay, y'all ain't put no placements in here for me. So, uh, let's see. Ah, so they gonna go over no placements. I'm in the video. And I hope that this helped somebody today. If it did, go ahead, like the video, share the video, help somebody else out. If you want to know more about your personal birth chart, how to read it, how to understand it, please feel free to go over to my website and book a consultation with me. I am the Police Saint. Today is Big Kid Sunday. Make sure you go out today, find something to do that makes you connect to the little kid in you. I love y'all. Peace and wellness.